Welcome back. Welcome to another weekly episode, another weekly offering of the Interconnected-ness, a weekly oracle series. All right, y'all, it's the Memory Astrologer, and we are here yet again for another weekly episode of the Interconnected-ness. This message is for November 14th through November 20th, 2022. Please remember to thumbs up this video. Please thumbs up. Send and share this video out with people who make you feel good. People who allow you to continue blossoming and growing into the person that you are destined to be. You feel me? Send it and share with those groups, organizations, and people who you allow to grow and to blossom into the person, into the people that they are destined to be. All right, you all. Please remember to come on over to the Playful platform of Patreon, y'all. Them lunar eclipse notes, that full moon notes in Taurus, them notes the freebie has dropped. It's waiting on you. It's waiting on you, babe. Come on over to the Playful platform of Patreon, okay? All right, you all. If you would like to send a love offering, the link to the Linktree link is in the description box below. You can go to Cash App from there. You can go to the Amazon wish list from there. You feel me? Excellent. All right, you all. Please remember to do your 3 deep cleansing breath. In from your nose and slowly out your mouth. To be open, to be ready, and to be aware for this weekly message. I knew you were going to come up. I absolutely knew it. I said, 4 and 6, Ace of Spades. In the 4th 6, it came from, I don't know, I was just cleansing the Oracle deck, and it said, take a bath. I was like, period, I love a good bath. Because first things first, baths allow you to be, contemplating. Baths allows you to be like overtaken by something, but it also allows you to be alone, allows you to be in your solitude, allows you to think, allows you to be engulfed in water. So maybe this is a time for us to be very aware of our emotions, very open to our intuition, be very open to the waves and the cycles of situations. All right, y'all. So this card right here, it fell out. We're going to see what it is. You feel me? Let's see what it is. 4 of Spades. Okay. This message, I really just need us to, first things first, be mindful about what does recovery look like? What is the stages of, first realizing a situation and then recovering, nourishing yourself through these experiences, through these hard obstacles. This is nourishing health, nourishing, the work-life health balance, and really asking oneself, how can oneself, nourish oneself during a time of uncertainty, during the time of maybe one is going through fear, and a whole time maybe we'd be very mindful about how our emotions play into fear, but how fear, it was gonna say engulfs us, and this is asking us to have and to mold and to integrate the already previous values that we do have, and to slowly but surely begin working on better ones. But to do that, we need to have a level of awareness about ourselves, about our needs, about currently what's going on in the situation, about are our needs even being met? Are we getting the basic, qualities? What does that look like? Also, since it was kind of on the sideways, we might be a little hesitant about, what does building longevity foundations look like? And it's individualized. Each person has their own viewpoint of what that looks like. Maybe mine is, building long-term wealth and then saving it, or other people's might be, I'm going to do so many different insurance policies for my family, and that's how I'm going to save the money. That's how I'm going to get there. But also it's more so like, one has been through a lot of experiences, a lot of situations, a lot of hardships. Shoot, one has learned from a lot of experience. This is like learned experiences. From the learned experiences, it may have made one unsure about self. But here it's more of a needing to realize the internal strength, needing to realize and summon the internal strength. What does that look like? That's courage, that's bravery. That's truly taking accountability for what's going on. Whole time this is like saying like, oh yeah, gee, things is out of control, but like I'm gonna do what I best can do with what I have, to use my resources wisely, to know that hard situations don't last long and I can use this to my benefit. But I also want us to be very mindful about when situations have been long and hard for a very long time, that we might not see a way out. And we might go back to bad habits or old situations that was once nourishing. But we need to ask ourselves, why? What can we ground ourselves right now? This is like, grounding, like feet grounding. So I would really say like taking the bath, putting our feet in water, engulfing and indulging our feet. We'll be very mindful. Sensory connection, body connection, mind connection. I would take a bath. I would touch things. I would listen to music. I would move my body. I would drink water. But I would also be just very mindful about relapsing into situations. Relapse can happen, but now we need to be reminded of our internal strengths. And it's okay to be a little hesitant, a little unsure about self. It's okay because we growing our awareness of self. We're constantly growing. That's that cycles. Got to know our cycles. 4 clubs. Okay, 4s. I like this because it's giving like the building process. It's also asking us what does stability look like. And maybe this is a really good time to look at our childhood and how has our childhoods impacted our own awareness to growth of the adult, stability within adulthood, awareness of the systems that we do have, awareness of our healthcare as we grow up, awareness of the strengths and needs and desires and privacies and connections of the family and what that looks like. Maybe being connected to other people. I like this. I like this because it allows us to reflect, to build better situations. You feel me? It's a whole lot of reflecting up here. You feel me? 2 opposite forces come together. And then it's like, but I also have this previous already understanding. So how can we mold these two? How can we mold our desires for truth, our desires for understanding the world, our desires for being sociable, our desires of attaining solid foundations, solid truths? 4. This is like the trying to find internal strength. You got to go inside for that. We have to be aware of our emotions and our needs and the cyclical changes of that, the cyclical changes of our minds, of our desires and our passions. This is also telling us to use our energy wisely. Ooh, use our mind wisely. Think wisely. Think strategically. What does thinking strategically look like? If we got a decision to make, we're going to just rush into it and be like, all right. Or we're going to look at situations from both perspectives. Because, we already had this one. We already grew this one because we went through these hurdles. But these is experiences we had to learn for the evolution of the soul, the evolution of the mind. The evolution of the mind. 3 of Spades reverse. Yeah, they're not seeing of independence. Also, this might be a taking away. Yep. Yep. Absolutely. This is growth. Oh, growth. Yeah, this is who gonna make the cut, who not gonna make the cut. Oh, yeah. Who gonna make the cut, who not gonna make the cut. I like this. I like this a lot. I like this a lot. I like this a lot. We are going to finish off the message with a oracle. I like this message because whole time, like, we had to grow our own awareness to ourselves and our own awareness to what, you know, our individuality, identity look like. And that's whole time, you know, growing awareness to our brain. And from this growing awareness to our brain, it's more so like, well, how are we going to now grow and attain the many approaches to what we're growing into? I like this. I like this because it makes me think about what I posted for the lunar eclipse, and it says reminder, something about steps and going in what direction, but what direction are you really going into? And this is the all right, G, like, let me really think about the long-term foundations that I want to build. Now we got to think about the strategic planning of how to materialize off this manifested thought. You feel me? How can we materialize it? How can we continuously grow what we have to where we want to go with? Where we want to go with. That just sounds crazy. Where we want to go. I like this. I feel like the information that comes in this week, we should listen to it. It might be some really good advice. We might be a little hesitant in fixing our own mindsets and not see the situation for really what it is. But I want us, the conversations that come in, let's really listen to them. And we can, you know, throw away the ones that's really not servicing us. You know, the bogus conversation. You know what? It's like weaving in the messages and the resources to your benefit. To your benefit. That's whole time, reduce, reuse, recycle. That's another man's garbage is another man's treasure. Okay. I like this. We gotta keep going. We gotta use our energy wisely. Let's go. Oh my goodness, we did that. Wow, we did that. Wow, we did that. Okay. Sanctity. Okay, we knew that. We knew that one. Dear friends, I like that one. Okay, y'all. Okay, period. See, we got it. The first card upright is sanctity. And sanctity is all about, you know, returning to center. It's also looking like what can give us most peace. And we know when we're asking ourselves what can give us most peace, we know that some things have to leave. Some things have to be removed. Some things have to be let go. And usually with that, there's a period of grief, a period of sadness. But right now, I don't really feel like it's a period of grief or sadness. This is more like the ability of growing, transcending, like taking the needed steps of what one needs to do. And here, we really need to calm our mind down, because once we calm our mind down, it's going to allow our body to be calm. And also maybe if we... Okay. We need to be very mindful about our intake on weed. Yes. Just be mindful about that. It says, through offering, even the most mundane problem can become a sacrament. Something honorable, something sacred, something treasured. But even through offering, that means constant devotion. That means ritualistic behavior. That means growing the awareness of what's really going on to one's benefit, to use the problems and to make it their own understanding. That's powerful. That's literally alchemy. The next one says expansiveness and is reversed. And last week, I believe expansiveness was a right. And it was all about seeing the many possibilities of situations, of things. But to see the possibilities, it means we have to have an open mind. We have to see dual perspectives and to see the many differences and the many sameness in situations and environments and lessons in ourselves, the interconnected part. And here's reverse, so maybe we need to change our perspective. Maybe we have a lack mentality. Or maybe see things from either this or that. And why can't we look at things from both perspectives? Why limit ourselves when we're unlimited? Why limit ourselves when we are unlimited? Expansiveness is eternity is far more creative than the rigid, constrained, and exhausted ego. Ooh. That means we want to have control over a situation, but what is the only thing that we can have control over? Our emotions, how we react, ourselves, our minds, who we engage with, our relationships, how much we engage. Science is upright. That means we're paying attention. But it also tells us that we need to continue growing our awareness to our body, growing our awareness to our mind, because when we have the connection of our mind and our body connected, it allows us to transcend situations. When things come up, we're like, all right, G, it's really not a big problem, so I can step through it. But it also allows us to just be mindful about how our body communicates to us. What's really going on in the environment during now, currently. It allows us to be aware, open, and receptive. It allows us to be more grateful and more compassionate within ourselves, within our own accomplishments, but also with just our own energy level. That's growth and maturity. That's self-governance. That's self-efficacy. Science says, instincts are the messages from the inner divine. Back of the deck, allowing. Radical acceptance says yes to reality in any given moment. So what's needed can come next. All right. We gotta drink more water. We have to uptake. We have to continue stretching. But this is my favorite card, and it fell out. And it's about connecting to other people. It says, dear friends, the Divine Abundance Oracle deck is an invitation to learn to become a conduit for who wants to occur. Oh my goodness, excuse me. This is really all over the place. The Divine Abundance Oracle deck is an invitation to learn to become a conduit for what wants to occur. It will help you drop the ego's agenda and truly let go. So through these situations, it's given us literally the blueprint, literally the map, literally the understandings. But we have to be open to receiving it and to be open to be aware of it. So how can we be more aware in the situations? How can we be aware in our environment? How can we be aware of how we engage? How can we be aware in our own energy levels? How can we be aware in the types of people and groups we communicate with? How can we be aware of how we engage ritualistically in our hobbies, in the things and the desires of how we are growing our awareness to spirituality, growing our awareness to whatever we define as a truth? What does passions and hobbies and inner desires and inner fire looks like? What puts the heat in your belly? What excites you? What excites you? How can you use your previous understandings for where we are right now? I love you all. I love you all. I love you all. See you all next week.